on a padded surface. The surface of the fight pit is made of shredded tire rubber, giving it a high shock absorbency on impact. That means that Marines don't have to worry about how a sparring partner lands. You can throw him with full combat strength. Perfect for the hyper-real training Marines insist on.
With the bayonet assault, the knee bar, the reap, the rear naked choke, and the kick defense, we were finally getting our arms around the basic tools of MCMAP. Now, it was time to try putting some of them to the test. But if you're a Marine, you don't fight in the ring. Because of their origins as naval assault troops, the Marines are first and foremost an amphibious landing force. Their trademark entry to hostile terrain is from the beach, the most dangerous assault in all of warfare. Over their 230-year history, the Marines have fought on beaches all over the world. Which is why, when it's time to spar, the Marines head to the water.
Yes, Ezra.
All right, if your head goes underwater, you're out.
Ready? The Marines call this shallow water grappling, and it's a perfect test of MCMAP skills.
Good.
Bring them on. Oh yeah, this is my kind of fight. Using weight, using strength. Not much room for technique in hip-deep mud.
I was okay with one-on-one. Two-on-one, I got a nasty feeling I might get wet.
Legs, that's all, watch it. Yeah.
Good. That water's nasty. Your footing's horrible.
Go, Steve.
You're stuck in the mud. Tag team is not something you want to deal with out here.
Technique, Doc. Get out, Bill. Get him while he's getting hit. Try wrap that in.
Woo! King of the pit, baby. I like that, Chase. Sneak attack.
That's right.
All of our training was finally coming together. But with our challenge looming, we knew we still weren't ready. It was time for the final part of our training. Punishing endurance tests, brutal hand-to-hand combat, and something none of our ring fighting experience had prepared us for: chemical weapons.
Go, gun.
Everything we've experienced here at the Marine base of Quantico has revealed a completely new way to think about the martial arts.
Go.
Between us, Bill and I have over 20 years of fighting experience, but our fights have been one-on-one. Now, we're about to learn that in the Marines, you never fight alone. We're going to be immersed in an elite Marine platoon as they complete their training in the Marine Corps Martial Arts program.
Better on your movement. You went in there as a team. As soon as the engagement started, you broke off. Rambo is a freaking myth. There are no Rambos out there that are going to fight individually and take out a whole Afghan battalion. We'll fight as a team. So that is the essence of what we're trying to teach through the MCMAP program. You're not going to be able to do it by yourself. You have to work together.
From now on, Jason and I are going to have to act as a part of this team.
Partner up! Fireman carry squat!
Even in our workouts.
One, down! Down!
I may be bigger than Jason, but he quickly got really heavy. Because the human body is so flexible, its center of gravity is constantly shifting.
24!
Which means that your muscles must constantly respond to the changing stimulus. It forces you to strengthen the small muscles around your joints, as well as the big lifting muscles.
Up, down! Up, down! Up, down! Wow, it's really hard. I mean, they're lifting body weight, they're lifting 60-pound packs. This is crazy. Get your gear on, let's go, get your gear on.
As soon as we were warmed up, we were thrown into a drill designed to test every aspect of our MCMAP training: fitness, endurance, teamwork, and ultimately, hand-to-hand combat.
Look good, fight good.
The drill began as a water resupply to Marines a few miles away.
Oh, whoa.
Marine instructors make this field drill as close as possible to a combat situation. They even add gunfire and an additional challenge. Casualties.
Hey, we still got a mission, though. We still got to get this water to the resupply point. Let's go, let's go.
From now on, we would be carrying one of our own.
Part of this drill is that you're humping, guns go off, one of your guys goes down. You have to be able to carry your man and complete your mission, because your mission could be saving other lives. So you can't stop, you can't quit, you got to keep on going.
Modern ammunition is often designed to wound rather than kill.
Let's go, he's only bleeding out, Marines. He's only bleeding out. Let's go.
That's not to be humane.
10.
The enemy knows that carrying a wounded comrade slows down the whole team.
And you rotate.
And the healthy ones are now easier to pick off.
This is really hard. All the gear, 2 50-pound buckets of water, and a hurt man. It really slows the squad down. Not easy work.
But the Marines never leave a man behind. In Fallujah, Iraq, in 2004, Sergeant Jeremiah Workman and his team were caught in an ambush inside a building. They escaped, but several wounded men were left behind. Sergeant Workman and his team fought their way back in and brought out every single one of his team.
It always pays to be a winner. Sucks to be a loser.
When you've got a wounded person and you have to get that person somewhere and complete your mission, it becomes really confusing when you're doing it under high stress and high tension situations, like a battlefield.
The fog of war. It's difficult to see through, but if you make the right decisions, you're a Marine, and that's the way they fight here. Put him down!
Down.
We thought we'd reached the end of our drill and our endurance, carrying the water and an injured Marine. But our test wasn't over yet. Once the other squads arrived, we assembled for the final part of our training. A fight against the other squad of Marines.
All right, listen up, ground fighting. From this point on, you will stay on your knees once we begin the engagement. No fish hooks, eye gouges. You will not do heel hooks. If I see you doing a heel hook, I'll kick you in the head.
But getting kicked in the head was the least of our worries. Gunnery Sergeant Friend had another surprise. Pepper spray.
Because of the constant threat of chemical weapon attacks, Marines have to be prepared to fight in conditions where they can barely see or breathe.
Now team pulls you off. You're going to your respective sides, over on the side.
And there's no better way to practice than to do it for real.
Let's go first. Let's go. Your life or his. Let's go. Let's go, sir.
Nerve agents are the greatest fear of any fighting force in the modern world. But the Marines have encountered chemical weapons in combat as far back as World War I, when lethal mustard gas was used against American forces by the German army.
It didn't stop the Marines. They poured into the German trenches and used their bayonet techniques to destroy the enemy. The Germans were so terrified of the Marines, they called them Teufelhunden, devil dogs. The Corps took it as a compliment.
This training is brutal. We've marched miles carrying water and wounded. Our eyes and throat burn from the pepper spray, and we